but that we can bring it to you, and that you're able to intervene and able to work to bring about your best in all circumstances. So thank you again for your love and your grace, and I pray this in your name. Amen. Again, I look forward to being with you, with your board on February 1st, and with you on the first Sunday of February. God bless you.
New every morn, since I are many. Sunday is our kid ministry-led service. So you're in for a treat today. So just hang around for that, all right? This morning I just want to pull out a couple of announcements. You can find more details in your bulletin if you want to look. And for those of you who are joining online, you should be able to find a link, a Google Drive link in the comments, and you can find that as well in there. This week and next Sunday as well, we are going to be taking up our annual heat offering for our communities. Again, the details are in the bulletin there on how, what that's about. But I just want to give you some instructions on how to give to that if that's what you desire to do. You can take our Avalon Wesleyan Church tithing envelopes that are back at the tithing box in the back, giving box, and you'll just need to designate under that section there who you're giving it to, or the amount under that designated piece there. But you want to write your checks out to the Council of Churches. So that's who you need to make that check out to, the Council of Churches. This week we're going to continue with our weekly groups, our Wednesday night groups. You can find the information about what is there. Do want to let you know that the following week, February 23rd, there will not be any Wednesday night services here during the winter break. Also, we are looking on March 3rd on having an Ash Wednesday service. It'll be a fairly short service, but we do want to offer that service on that Wednesday night. We will continue the already programmed ministries that are going there, so we'll just do that at the beginning of that evening. So come and join us out for that if you like. Today is the last day to return the baby bottles for our baby bottle drive. So if you have those, please distribute those or get those back out there. If you forgot, just bring them in whenever you can, right? Also, again, just like to thank you so much for just the way you continue to give here at Avalon. And again, we have the tithing box in the back. If you'd like to do that, you can give online through our Tithely app. But I do want to remind you of our end-of-year giving statements that are in your boxes out at the mailbox. If you don't have a box and you've been giving, you can see Joe Yonda. Wave your hand a little bit. There's Joe Yonda. He can help you with that. Or you can see one of the pastors here, and we can help you to get that to you. So, again, thank you again so much for all that you do. And let's continue to worship this morning. You want to stand with us if you're able? of the goodness of God, and I will sing of the goodness of God.
Here this morning, too. And from now on, things are going to be completely different this morning. Something you're not used to, but you know,
You unplugged?
A little bit. But this is going to be a family service. The kids are out here. We want to include all the kids, all the children. And children, would you stand up? Children? Not a lot of them here this service because they come the first one. So, boy, I got a couple of them here. You guys are going to have a lot to do today over here. So, but would all the children stand up? You're all children. You have mom and dads? That would be everybody standing here, right? Come on up, 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 up. All children. We are all children. We're even children of God, right? You can sit back down. But today I just want to invite you to just relax some. And, you know, it's been a stressful few weeks for us as a family, and we've come here together to have a joyous time together, and I would invite you, to participate with the kids. They're going to be doing some motion. Join in, if you will. Help them out because we don't have a lot of them here, and I think they'll feel good about seeing you participate. And so we're going to invite you to join in. If the kids, any kids, could you come up now? Would you come up and help lead? Yeah, rowing around here. Anybody else want to come up? All right, I guess we'll have these two lead us in it. You want to stand, please? There he is. Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I love to sing your praises. I'm so glad you're in my life. I'm so glad you came to save us. You came from heaven to earth to show the way from the earth to the cross. My debt to pay from the cross to the grave, from the grave to the sky. Lord, I lift your name on high. Good job. Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I love to sing your praises. So glad you're in my life. I'm so glad you came to save us. You came from heaven to earth to show the way from the earth to the cross. My debt to pay from the cross to the grave, from the grave to the sky. Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I love to sing your praises. I'm so glad you're in my life. I'm so glad you came to save us. You came from heaven to earth to show the way from the earth to the cross. My debt to pay from the cross to the grave, from the grave to the sky. Lord, I lift your name on high. Lift your name on high. Lord, I lift your name on high. lift your name on high. Yeah, let's give him a clap offering. Yeah. Love is deep, love is high, love is long, your love is wide, your love is deep, your love is high, your love is long, your love is wide, love is deep, your love is high, your love is long, your love is wide, your love is deep, your love is high, your love is long, your love is wide. Is deeper than my view of grace, higher than this worldly place, longer than the road I travel, wider than the gap you fill, deeper than my views of grace, higher than
Live from New York, it's Crazy Little Thing Called Love with your
All right, thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Have a seat. Well, welcome. Welcome to this show we call Crazy Little Thing Called Love. I'm your host, Max Montgomery. This is the show where we continue to remind the world, if you ain't got love, you ain't got nothing. Now don't worry. This is not one of those goofy dating shows where people come in and talk about the goofy things they did on their goofy dates. Oh, no. And it's also not one of those shows where we talk about things that aren't really important to real people. Oh, no. In this show, Crazy Little Thing Called Love, we talk to real people about real issues. Today, we are talking about love will keep us together. Now, I don't know about you, but I love church. I love how so many different people from so many different backgrounds can all come together to celebrate the love of God. Now, our guest today is a very important member of her church. As a matter of fact, she's the leader of the women's ministries and has been a member of her church for over 50 years. Please welcome to the show, Beatrice Smothers. Well, welcome to the show, Beatrice.
Well, thank you. And you can call me B.
Okay, B. So tell me about your involvement at your church.
Oh, I just love my church. Why, I'm the leader of various ministries within the church. Now, let's see, there's the women's ministry, and the crochet club, and the quilters guild, and most importantly, the brownie throwers evangelistic club.
The Brownie Throwers Evangelism Club?
Oh, yes, of course. Why, we bake these delicious brownies, and then we wrap them in these papers that have scriptures written on them, and then we go out to the front of the church and we throw them at all of the cars that pass by. Why, it is a wonderful way to tell the people about the Lord.
Wow, throwing paper at passing cars? Kind of sounds like littering to me.
It is? Well, we don't mean to litter. It's all done out of love, of course.
I see. Well, love is certainly something we like to talk about on this show, because after all, if you ain't got love,
Well, yes, I agree. I love my church so much. Why, most of the people in my church are just exactly like me.
that's a little odd.
I beg your pardon. Just what do you mean by that?
Well, why would you have a church full of people who are exactly like you?
Well, that's easy. If everyone in the church is just like me, then there's never any disagreements or trouble. They like what I like, and they do what I do. It's wonderful.
I'm not really sure that that's what God had in mind when He established the church. You see, the beauty of the family of God is that all kinds of people from all kinds of different backgrounds and races and stories can come together and worship the same God. You see, it's our love for God and His love for us that brings us all together. Different people with the same love for God.
Well, my goodness. I never really thought of it like that. I guess my church doesn't look much like the family of God, does it?
Well, it's a start. But if you really want to show the love of God, then you should invite people who are different than you to come to worship at your church. That way, your church is full of all kinds of people loving and serving the same God.
Why, that sounds wonderful. You know, maybe we need to write some of those words on our brownies that we throw at the passing cars.
I'm afraid you might want to rethink that plan. I think you could get in lots of trouble for throwing brownies at people.
You're probably right. I will need to work on finding a new way to reach new people that are different from us. After all, God loves all people, regardless of how different they are than us.
So true. You want a church that is filled with God's love. Because as I always say, if you ain't God love, that's right, you ain't got nothing. Beatrice, thank you so much for being on our show today.
Well, thank you for having me. I really learned a lot.
And I hope that you are going to learn a lot in your lesson today. You're going to learn about how people from many different backgrounds can all come together and love the same God. Be sure and join us next time when we learn even more from the book of 1 John about this crazy little thing called love. This is Max Montgomery reminding you, if you ain't got love, you ain't